Components, right? Components. So we are following this documentation and we are building the clone of Zerodha. So here yesterday we have seen that what are components, how you will define the components. Components in Angular are the independent and reusable bit of code. Reusable bit of code. Guys, my voice is properly audible to everyone. Yes, voice is properly audible. Okay, fine. So what are components? Components in Angular are the independent and reusable bit of code. Independent means they will not depend on anyone. Reusable means you can reuse them as much you want. So in this particular field, component means, let me open the Zerodha's website here. So once you open this website, component means you can divide this website into multiple parts. So if you check, the first header part can be one component where the logo of Zerodha, pages, and then menu bar, all these things are coming. Then second thing will be this component, second, third, fourth, or else one footer component, one header component, and one main component. There are three components in this. So component means this part. Okay. Understood? The components means part of website or web page. Components can also be defined as components can also be defined as the particular part of website or web page This is called one component. So yesterday we have created something, right? So let's go back to code now. So yesterday we have created one particular project named as Zerodha, but we didn't follow its documentation, so I'll delete this project. So till then we can maintain the documentation. Using the components, we are going to build Zerodha, right? We are going to build Zerodha. So in this we will maintain some steps. Okay. So first step is, like, if you are just a fresher here, if you are just a fresher means you don't know anything, you can follow this documentation and you can build it. So in the first step, I will say that in your directory create a new Angular project, and name it as Zerodha. We will create a new, how we create a new project? Ng new Zerodha. Okay, simple thing. Ng new Zerodha. So let's go back to VS Code, and it is getting deleted. So the project is deleted now. Shall we remove this hello world also? Because there is no use. This is just a dummy project because we will have a clear folder structure here, right? You can create any other folder for Zerodha. You can use that, but I will be using only one Angular folder. Inside that, I will create all other projects, right? So let me delete this also. So when you are following the documentation, just make sure that this is the step name and this is the step command. Okay, just use this part. This is the step and this is the command that you need to write for that. Now everything is deleted. So I will open a new terminal here. Now you are inside the Angular folder. So I will write ng new Zerodha. Just hit enter and it is asking you for CSS. Just hit enter and Y anything you can keep as of now because not necessary. After that it is done. It will download all the packages. Till then, what is our next step? In next step, try to run the newly created Zerodha app. Here we don't say website, we say app. Try to run the newly created Zerodha app by moving to the Zerodha folder in terminal. By moving to the Zerodha folder in terminal. So how we will move cd Zerodha? First we have to give cd Zerodha, then ng space sir hyphen hyphen open. You can write hyphen hyphen open or else you can write ng serve hyphen hyphen o. Both you can keep. Okay. So it is still downloading all the package. It can take 2 to 3 minutes depending upon the internet speed as well as your machine speed. Voice is breaking. So project has created. Now first we need to write cd Zerodha and then we have to write, okay, spelling is wrong, ng serve hyphen hyphen o, just to check whether this app is working or not. You can keep anything yn here. So it's working fine, right? It is opening. The app is working fine. Now what is the next step? In the next step the app is working fine. So what we will check in the next step? In next step we will check, have a closer look at have a closer look at Zerodha website, and we will divide that website in three components. We will divide that website in three components, right? Which three components we will build? Header component, main component, and footer component, right? I'm not pasting the screenshot here. If I'm talking about header, so this is the first component, this is the second component till here sign up for free, and this is part of footer. So we will create standalone is not necessary, as the latest update of Angular creates the standalone application only. We have to use standalone in the previous version of Angular, not necessary now. So we will divide in this particular component, right? So first thing is we have to go to app folder inside src app, and whatever is written in app.component.html, we will erase that. We will erase that. So in the next step, what we are doing, see, I am maintaining this documentation because this is your first Angular application. So go to src app dot component dot html and erase everything, and erase everything. Now in the next step, we are going to create a new component. Create the header component. Create the header component. And what is the command for it? ng generate component header. Okay, so now open the terminal. Because this is already service is already running, so you can press Ctrl C to kill the process, CLS, and I will create ng generate component header. So once you are doing this, it will create a header folder inside the app folder. So let me write here, this command will create a new head a folder inside the app folder. Now what we need to do, go to this header folder, and it will be having 4 files, and I have already told you that 3 files are necessary. First is component.css file, component.html file, and component.ts file. This is not necessary. Component.specs.ts file, it is not necessary. These 3 files are necessary: component.ts, .html, .css. So in HTML, it is just printing header works as a paragraph. Okay, the open the ts file. In ts file, the selector means the tag by which you can use header outside of this file is app hyphen header. So simple, you can keep it header, but that is not a good practice because header is the html tag also, right? Header is html tag also. So for a typescript or Angular, we will say app hyphen header, that this is the tag of header component. How we will be using this part inside that, so for that, just go to app component.ts. These are the 3 header files. We are not making any change to header. You can remove this part, and you can open the header component.ts. Header, sorry, app component.ts. So this file you can open. In this file you have, because this is the only one file that is going to Angular, right? Only app component is going to Angular. Once you check in your index.html, it is just rendering app hyphen root. Why? Because this is the only one file, single page application. It is only creating one page of app root. whatever page you have to embed those pages inside your app root. App root is coming from this app component, right? It's coming from there, right? App root. Inside this only you have to import everything. So here I will import my header first. So I will import uh, there you have to import the class actually. So in header, check the ts file. The class name is header component. Generally whatever your class name is will be combination of your component with component. Let's say you generated a footer, so class name will be footer component. You generated a main, the class name will be main component. So here you have to import header component, and once you are hitting enter, it will automatically take its path, that import header component from dot slash header header dot component, right? So let me keep this file. In the what we are doing in the next step, import the header, import the header component inside your main component file, inside your main component file. And what is our main component file? It is app dot component dot ts. This is our main file. And how we will import it? This is how you will import it, right? This is the command that you will write for importing it. Okay, import header component from dot slash header. In now you have imported it in the file, but you have to use it also. So I will give it to the decorator. So here I will write header component. Means this header component you are giving it to the components decorator now. So simple thing, I will copy paste this part. What you are doing in next step? In the next step, use the header component, use the header component inside the decorator. How you will use that? In this way you will use it, right? In this way you will use it. Okay, in this way. Now what you have done here is simple thing you have done, that to your app root, mean the main file, you have given header component. Means you can use the headers tag, that is app hyphen header. For that I will go to app component.html, and here I will give app hyphen header tag, app hyphen header tag. And once you refresh it, you will, okay, it's not working. So go open the terminal. Header works, means header is coming with a simple tag now. Now you can design your header using your html and css knowledge. This is done now. For that I will go to headers file, and header file is I will open header component .html and .css. Right now our main work is to design this part. Okay, and you can use simple html without any problem. So this is the thing that we need to design. First we have a logo. You can use anything now. So I will copy the image link. Let's first create a div, and I will give the main div a class as main, or you can give it a class name as header. Now inside this, at first we have a image src you can give. Width I will give as 140. Okay, here you don't have to write px, it will directly take 140 pixel only. So now zero the logo is coming. You are making change to the zero das file, but changes are getting into uproot also. TypeScript is doing that. Now these are the things. Sign up, 5 pages are there. So generally we don't create them using span tag or that anything. We just use an unordered list for that, and 5 list items are there. So first one is sign up about product. So it is sign up, it is about product, pricing and support, right? Product pricing, and this you use only the unordered list for building your header, remember that. Okay, now this is what it is giving us. We will design these things later, like they should be coming properly. After that we have one thing that is called the menu icon, right? That is called the menu icon. So I think yesterday we have downloaded that, this one. So now if you are keeping this in public folder, right? Icon is something like this, you are keeping in the public folder. If you want to use it here, image src equals to, what you can give directly now. If you are writing slash zero the public and then icon, if you're writing the image in this way, it is not loading the image. It is not loading the image. Why it is not loading the image? Yes, why it is not loading the image? Or let me remove this part for now. Wait. Let's design this thing. So at first we will use class is header. So I will write here dot header display flex. I will display a flex to it. So my things will be coming like in this way. Because we are displaying the flex, I will say that align the items in center and justify the content as space between. I need a space between them. So this is how they will come now. Okay. This list also is not looking good. No problem. So you just use the UL tag, and to UL tag you say that it will also display a flex, and this is how they will come after that, right? Now what you want is that dot not looking good. First of all you have to remove that dot. So how you will remove that? List item, list style none, means you don't want any list style, and all those are removed. To your flex you can say that you will have a column gap of around 30 pixel, column gap of around 30 pixel, but it will not work on this list. So first try to give a column gap to list items. So they are taking the gap now. Okay, increase their font size. So you can give to these also font size of around 22 pixel, right? So yes, it's looking fine. And zero das logo a little bit we can increase its size. So instead of 140 we can keep it 160. Okay, Second thing is in the main website, they are leaving a padding from right and left, top and bottom, so, which is not equal actually, right? The padding from, you understand padding? What is padding? How many of you really understand padding? I will ask questions now. If you don't know, you can tell me. I will explain padding also. You know padding or not? No padding? Okay, good. So let's say if you don't know padding, you can tell me right now. I can explain that again. If you know, then leave it. So for this header, I will give a padding of 25 pixel or simple 20 pixel. And now this is what we are getting. But the thing I was saying is padding from top is not equal to the padding from left. So you have to write the custom padding now. Custom padding I will write that padding from left will be 25 pixel and padding from right will be 25 pixel. This is what you have written. Now your header is looking like this, and which is something something correct, right? And a little bit I think we can increase. Okay, so make it instead of 25, make it 40. I have written 40 only on the one place and it is changing on the both of place. You know how to do it? You know it? Okay, I will tell you. Let's say you want to change the 25 at both of the position, right? Or let's say you have one more 25 at below. So you have written padding top of 25 picture. Now what you realize that you have to give 40 in place of this 25. So just select this 25. You can say that it is also getting selected here. But if you are directly typing, it will not change there. You have to do something. So select this 25, press Ctrl D. So next one is selected. Then again press Ctrl D, selected. Now type 40. Right? So these are some shortcuts that you can follow while you are typing something. So it will be going very fast. Okay. So left padding is 40 and right padding is 40. It's looking good. Now size a little bit we can decrease because we are providing the padding. So here again I will keep 140 and text size I will keep at 20, and instead of pixel you have to use REM, and 1 REM equals to 16 pixel, right? So now this is what our header is looking, and which is correct also. If you check on the real website, they are like this. We just need to add the menu icon, right? Now how you will be adding this menu icon? So for that you will write image SRC. You will need to see when we are giving the link from outside is working fine. What is the problem with this? If you follow a path, you just write dot slash. Dot slash means you are trying to find the file in header folder. So you have to go outside of header folder. While you are going outside of header folder, you will be inside the app folder. One more dot will take you outside of this src folder. One more dot will take you to the parent directory. Then if you are writing here public slash, uh, let me rename it to icon only, easy access, icon.png. Here I will write icon.png. Okay, see, this is the main problem. Where it is the main problem? Whenever you are trying to use static images dot slash. So this is not going to be a, okay, let's try. if you are writing dot dot slash, right, then again if you are writing dot dot slash, it will take you to app folder. If you can give dot dot slash again, now it can take you to public folder and then icon.png. You can use in this way, then also image will not come. Let's refresh it. Image is not coming, right? So if you can follow any of your trick, and 99% of trick will not work here. 99% of the tricks will not work here. Not work. Let's try to give some static link. So I will say menu icon link. So this one, no. Let's try to keep any other image. I just want to show you that static links are working. Means the links that are coming from outside, they are working fine. I just want to show you that part. So this is the link. Just copy this link and give it here. And this link is just a reference for you that you can use images in this way. And that picture is coming now. Means if you are giving a link here, that is link is coming from outside. This is working, right? So let me write width equals to 120 here. It's coming like this. Then what is the problem when we are keeping the image in our folder? One more thing. Let me remove this part. Guys, keep your suggestions with you only. Now what I have done, I have kept the icon picture inside header folder only. Right? So here, if I'm doing that, let's write img src equals to icon dot png, and now it is working. So one method to solve this problem is you can keep your images inside the component folder only. If your image is related to the header, keep it inside header. This is not the perfect solution, but right, this is not the perfect solution. I know that this is not the perfect solution. There is a reason behind it. Now let's say the same menu icon I want to use it in footer also. Then you have to copy paste the same thing in footer, but it will not solve the problem. It will increase the app size. So we should keep this thing inside a main folder. From there we can access, right? This is your task now. You have to find how we can use images in Angular by keeping them in public folder or src folder. I am solving this problem by keeping them in the component folder directly, like header folder. Now instead of writing this image directly, I will write this image as a list item. Okay, we can do this also, right? Why I'm doing this? So that they can be merged together. Now we have to decrease its width. So width, let's say 50, 50, no, 30. Now it's looking something good, but in the main zero the website, this is the case. Means the spacing between these list items is more. Padding from the left and right is also more. So do that. Spacing between the list item is, let's say, 50 pixel, and 50 pixel increased. After that you can increase the padding from left and padding from right. So here I will give 60, and from here also. We are not using any bootstrap till now. We are writing it hard coded, right? We are not using any bootstrap. So this is done now, right? This is done. This is main and this is ours. Done. It is having a border bottom. What it is having? It is having a border bottom. So to the header, you can give a border bottom, 1 pixel, solid. If I am writing triple B, what does it mean? What if I am right? Because we know that if we are writing any color, we need 6 characters. Here I have written only 3 and it's working also. How it is working? It will work for any color. If you are writing A0C, it will also work. See, it's working. What does it mean and how it is working actually? You know this short code for colors. So if you are writing hash BBB or any color, let's say A, B, C. If you are writing a color like ABC, generally we have to write color in this way AA 4570. Okay, 6 characters we need to write. Either if you're writing all digits, let's say 78, 65, 45, like this, characters you need to write that should be 6. But here these are working because this is the short code. It means that it is also 6 but written in half format. Half means first letter is A. In real color it is double A, double B, double C. So here I have written triple B. What I have written triple B. And if you are creating any color by 6 times B, which will be same. If your color digits are repeating all the 3 digits, let's say if your color is this one, 44AADD. Now all are repeating. So you can keep 1 4 out of this, one A out of this, and one D out of this. So you can write 4AD, right? Understood? If I am writing BBB, it means that there were 6B continuously. If I am writing BA4, the real color is BBAA44. If I am writing a colors like C0A, the real color was CC00AA. So if your color is something like this, you can keep it short code. So here I will keep triple B, and this is what we are getting now. Header is done. You have created one particular component. We have created one particular component. What was the main thing? This is simple HTML, CSS. Main thing was you have to use it, or you have to import it inside the app component and just keep the tag and keep the tag of header inside app component dot html. We will do it. Let me keep the same thing in documentation. In the next step, I will say that customize the design of header using a header dot component dot html and header dot component dot css. Using these two files, customize the design of your header. And after that, what you need to do, okay, not this is not the thing. Before that, use the selector of, use the selector of header, which is app hyphen header in your app dot component dot html file, right? Because here we are using it app dot component dot html, like this we are using it. Okay, and then in the next step you can keep that customize the design of header using what you will use, header dot component dot html and header dot component.css. See, this website is just a simple design, very simple design. We are not using anything for data binding, MVC architecture, nothing we are using. We are just using HTML and CSS so that you can be comfortable with Angular. After that, we will do the data binding and all those things we will do. Shortcut for execute the program. Which program? The next thing is header is done. The website's header is done. Next thing is when I'm taking my cursor to all of these, the cursor should be pointer for all of them. So to whom you will give this property? So you can directly give it to header, not header actually, give it to list items, that cursor colon pointer. Okay, for this image no need. After this, what we need to develop? Footer. We will not develop this middle part. We will develop it later. Now, if you check it clearly, this is the footer, and footer is actually big here. Footer is big. Footer is big. So let me keep it here. As the header part is completed, as the header part is completed, now we will design. Now we will design the footer. For the footer, at first generate the footer component. Generate the footer component. How we will generate? Ng generate component footer, right? Ng generate component footer. So I have killed the process. Just write ng generate component footer. Understood this part? Ng generate component footer. Just hit enter. So in the same way, it will create a component in your Zerodha as footer. When it got created, it will be coming with the same file. Footer, 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 like this. So three files are useful here. So open the file, CSS file, HTML file, and the TypeScript file. The tag for using footer is app-footer. Repeat the same step. Go to app component.ts file. In that, at first you have to import it here. Import footer component, and here also import it. That's it. In your app component.html, now keep its tag. See, we want our footer below header, right? We want it below header. So I will keep app hyphen footer, and let's run it again. Ng serve hyphen hyphen o. So here you can check footer works, means component is coming. If you are keeping the tag of your footer above your header, footer works, header. If you are keeping the footer tag below header also, footer works. Same component you are using two times, and that's why we have written reusable bit of code. You can reuse them as many times you want. You can keep any number of footer tag. It will work that time. Now footer component will be working this much time, but we don't need it, right? Sometime we will need to copy paste the content multiple times. So we need our footer to come below our header. If we are keeping the header tag two times, it will be coming two times, but we don't need it. So we can remove it. Okay, we can remove it. Removed. Very good. Shall we design the footer now? Okay. So let me keep the documentation. Now first we need to do repeat the same steps for footer component that you have done for header component. Which steps I'm talking about? These steps. Import the header component inside your main component. Use the header component inside the decorator. Okay, and after that keep the tag like this. Okay, and then customize it. These four steps you copy paste. After that I will write start designing your footer. Start designing the footer. Now what we will do is we will design our footer. Okay, for that we have to go to the footer component. So all of these files we can remove. We will open footer component dot html, footer component dot cs, right? These two files we will need, right? So I will remove. Just check the footer of Zerodha, how it is looking. At first, this is how it is looking. It is having two parts actually, right? It is having two part. How you will design it? See, I will give you one simple approach of designing something. Okay. For that, if you want to design this particular part, just look at here how many columns it is having. 1, 2, 3, 4. It means that there will be one main div which will be having 4 div inside it. First thing. So let's create. At first we are creating the topper component only. Then we will develop this. For that, let's create. So here I will create a div. I will give it a class as footer. Footer first you can give, or footer only. At first it is having a background color also. You know it is having a background color. How you will find this exact background color? Because this is not white. This is white. This is not white. How you will find it? CSS. Inspect. Okay. Let's go to inspect. Now see this one. Where this color is coming? This one. This one. FB, FB, FB. This one. This you are talking about. Okay. Sometime it can be confusing for you. I am giving you one simple thing to it. Use your HTML file and write a input. Input type equals to color. We have an input type as color also, right? We have one input type as color. You know what it will do? I'll show you. So it will create an input type as color like this. So you just do one thing. I will remove all these parts, and this also I will remove. So just click on this, open this pen tool, and wherever you want the color, just take it there. So you want this color. So okay, it's not taking because we have removed that color using CSS. Now it will take. So again, open the pen tool, check this color. The color is 251, 251, 251 in RGB. You can check the hex value. This is FB, FB, FB. Same color was coming there in CSS also. FB, FB, FB. Very simple thing. Now we have used our input type as color. Remove it. That's it. Okay. So div class as footer. So for dot footer, I will give background color as has FB, FB, FB. You cannot write it short code because you will be seeing that FB, FB, FB is repeating. No, it is not repeating. FF, BB, FF, that you can keep. These two should be similar. They are not similar, so you cannot take it. Now start designing it. At first, you will be seeing one more thing. This is the first part, right? And this is the second part. First, I told you check the columns, or let's say first check the rows. So this is the one row and this is the second row. For that, to your div, give two divs. Div ID as first part, and then give it a another div ID as second part. Now we can start designing the first part. First part means this first part, and which is having four columns. So it will be having four div tags, right? Which will be having four div tags. We will do it. So let's say you are creating four div. You know this short code? Very good. So we have created these parts. Now you just check the first part. Just check the first part. In the very first part, you have the logo of Zerodha, some text, social media icons, and social media icons only. For that, we can copy the Zerodha's image link. So copy it, give it inside the first div. So I will say image src equals to that image, and its width I will write as 150. See now content is scrolling left to right. You know how to fix it? Let's say you have a very big paragraph inside this div. Let's say you have very big paragraph. So this paragraph will be coming like this. So you can press Alt Z. So everything will come in a single line. Now it will not scroll. You don't have to scroll it, right? So width we have given. Check how it is coming. It is coming like this. You can notice background color is changing here. It is changing. It might not be visible to you. We are seeing one thing, that to the main parent they are having a left margin and top margin, right? Or you can call it as padding. So component footer, this is having a padding from left which is around 50 pixel, and padding from right, sorry, top which is around 40 pixel. So yes, done now, right? After this Zerodha's logo, what is there? Something as this. So copy this entire thing and give it inside a paragraph. P tag. Okay, there will be a problem. I think you know the problem also. So it will come in a single line. If I want this thing to come in the same way that I have written, what I have to use? Break. No, no. If you are using break tag, you can use. No, no. Span tag. Yeah, Mansi has given the right answer. Pre tag. Pre tag will preserve the space the way you are giving it. Right? Wherever you are writing, it will come in that way only. So if you are writing it in this way, it will come in this way. If you are writing it in this way, then it will come in this way only. Right? Pre tag will preserve the line break. Generally, you can give multiple space in HTML. It won't take those space. We have to give NBSP for that. If you are using pre tag, it will take. Right? Very good, Mansi. After that, what we have? Social media icon links. So copy image link. I will simply keep them. So let's create a image tag now. Image src equals to, you can give href to this. I am just keeping the social media icon. I'm talking about icon only. So create the Facebook's icon. Okay, it's not available. Only this X icon is available. So I will copy paste this same icon 4 times. But whenever you are doing it, you can download these icons. Okay. I am just copy pasting these icons 4 times. But when you are building, you don't do it. So this is what we are having. We just need a little bit of space between them. Now what you will use? NBSP you can use now. How we use NBSP? Ampersand NBSP. What is NBSP? What is the full form of NBSP? Non-breaking. Let's check 3 NBSP. It's looking good. So you can keep 3 NBSP and everywhere. Okay. Done. Now, first column is done. After that, I think we have more icons. So again, their link is available. Yes. So their link is available. After that, we can keep a HR tag. You know what HR tag will do? Horizontal line, but it will create a complete horizontal line. because we are not designing the other columns. Once you are designing the other columns, they will take the property. So just give their icons now. So YouTube icon I will give, copy image link, image src equals to that link, and then okay, what's the problem? And then this icon. See, development is very easy. You just have to think a little bit. WhatsApp icon is this much big. Huh? Just decrease its width to around 50, 30. Okay, done. After that, there is one more icon, but that is not properly available. So I will copy paste the YouTube icon. So our first section is completed, right? Our first section is completed. Now we have to design the second section. Do we have time? Yes, we have. Because in the second section, these headings and all these things are only there. So we will design it very fast. In the second section, there is heading and then heading only are there. So just keep it. So first div is completed. You can minimize it. So first div is completed. Now you just use the second one. Inside this, at first we have a h1, which is saying something like this, company. So just write company. Okay. And then all of these are also heading just h2. There is a short trick for this also. You know that? Yes, what is the short trick for fixing this part? This is how your second section is looking now. Now we need to adjust our footer. What we are using to our footer, we are not displaying the flex to it. So I will say that display flex. When you are displaying flex to it, it is not changing anything. So just display, just say the flex direction will be row because it is taking column. And okay, something is missing out. Wait. Okay, this is inside the first part. My bad. So it is has first part and display flex to this, display flex, and just be cool. So it's coming here. But as this is a heading, so it is taking a white space over that, right? I understood or not? Hmm. For that, what we will do, for this, display the flex and just say aligning the items in center and justify the content in space between. Okay, this part, and same thing you use to this also. So it will come in this way when you are writing the align item center. If you are directly using justify the content space between, so the content will come in this way. Why this company is not starting from the top? because we are leaving a margin, and this company is a block level element. You understand block level element? Do you understand block level element or not? See, this is the problem. Okay, it is taking the, so we can do one thing, we can give some styling to it. So I will say style equals to display. If you are saying inline, display inline. So it is adjusted now, but again the spaces, they are not taking the space. So first part, display flex. Okay, let me remove these two divs, and because I want a space between them, I will copy paste this div one more time. So they are coming like this, 1, 2, 3, but we are giving a space between them. Okay, so the parent is ID first part, ID display flex. Uh-huh. What is the problem here? It's not taking the space between them. Okay, so main is the ter which is handling this part, and first part is having two divs. Okay, got it. First part, second part, and this div. This part. That was a problem because of that parent div. Now they are coming proper. So we can keep that code now. In the first part, this is completed. This is I will remove. Now they are coming proper. Proper means the way we want them. Now in the second thing, now to the first part only you can give your padding. So these two properties you can give to the first part. Okay, so they are coming proper, and there you can use the pre tag. Okay, coming proper. That was not a mistake actually. That was a thing that was we were missing out. We were keeping them inside a parent container. At last also we will keep them, right? So now we have designing the first part. So in that, this is done. Or that particular thing, they are coming very broad actually, right? So this we can keep h2 and these h3. This is what we can keep. So now look at me what I will do. Simple thing, this is h2 and this will be h2. What I will do is to this h2, for all I will do h3. So control D, 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 everywhere select all h3. That's it. All the h3 are changed at the same time. Done. Color we will change. Don't worry about colors. So now let's copy paste this div. Don't worry about colors. Colors we can change anytime. So this is the designing which is looking good now. Padding from right also we need to give same padding as we are giving to left. We will give it to right. Padding right. Okay. So header is done. Footer we are still doing. We'll complete the things in the next class. Okay. Zero. So yesterday we created this repository zero the right, and we have deleted that project. So I will delete this repository and create again so that I can give you zero the angular. Understood? Working with this is very easy. You just have to use your HTML, CSS only, just in a good way. So CD zero the. Guys, are you having a competition of sending stickers? Those who are joining online. Arey, stop it, guys. Extra class. No extra class. Sunday is my sleeping day. If you want to complete the course fast, don't ask unnecessary questions so that I can focus more on class. That's the only way. Okay, documentation also I will give you so that you can follow how to build Zero Das clone. When you will go to native place by festival. Why Dhanush? Do you want to sponsor my trip? If I'm going to my native place, if you are sponsoring, then only I will tell you. Arey, I am sending the GitHub link, guys. Don't worry. How are you feeling with Angular? Simple. It's not a big deal.